Hey, Bayou Pimps. Happy Good Friday. Guys, I've been getting a lot of messages in my DMs about knots and certain knots that I tie for certain baits and stuff. So I went and got a couple of our alligator hooks that we use with some string, and I figured this will be really easy for y'all to see. So we're going to show a couple of the knots. My very first knot that I use a lot of is one of the strongest knots you can tie. A lot of people know this one already, but it is the Palomar knot. For the ones that don't know it, I like to take my fishing string coming off and double it whenever I'm tying a Palomar. Go through the eye of the hook. Once you go through the eye of the hook, tie an overhand knot. Once you got the overhand knot, cinch that down onto the hook, and then take your hook and completely pass it through the loop that you created, and then pull it tight. A lot of times you'll have one of the tag ends, it'll be the one that you'll have to pull tight to cinch it down. But make sure you cinch it down really good. And that is the Palomar knot. And what it does is it takes a line, you got your double line through the eye, and it takes and does a wraparound. So the more that you pull this knot, the tighter it's getting on that hook eye. Very, very strong knot to use. Then this one's a little more complicated, so I got an even bigger alligator hook. But I love to snell a lot of like if I'm soft plastic fishing and stuff like that, I snell the hook for bass fishing. Now, a lot of people that I know snell their hooks for catfishing and all kinds of stuff. For bass fishing, there's a really good explanation on why I love to snell the hook. And I'll show it to you at the end of this, I promise. First and most important, take your hook, lay it point side down. Always go in from the bottom of the eye with the hook point pointing down. If you do it opposite, then the thing that makes this knot really, really special, you do the opposite effect, and it's not a good thing. Trust me, whenever I tell you at the end of this, you'll understand. For the snell, I like to go through the eye of the hook, pull you quite a bit of line through, then come back through the same identical way, through the bottom of the hook again, and come back through. What you did is you create that loop. Okay, then I just pull that loop a little tight on it. And then I like to take the loop and the hook and hold it, just like that. Now, with that line that you did, start wrapping. And I like to put at least 4 to 5 for bass. I'm sure the catfishermen put in a lot more. And you can wrap it all the way down like that. Because eventually what you're going to do is you want to slide it all up and pull that tight. Most of the time, I've gotten where I actually wrap it really tight from the beginning of it. If you start wrapping tight, once you've got your wraps in and you make sure that's pushed all the way to the eye and it's good and tight, then what you do is take that tag and go through the loop you created at the beginning and was holding with the knot. Once you do that, that's when you cinch down on the knot. You'll fix your knot and pull it tight to where all those wraps are really, really tight around there. I know it looks like there's a gap, but actually the string's dirty. So now what this does, you would cut this the little tag, you'll cut that. What this does for bass fishing is with my soft plastics and stuff, you've got that weight. And as that weight sitting there, when you set the hook, that weight hits the hook. Anytime anything hits this hook now, it kicks it up into their mouth, into the roof of their mouth. If you tie it the opposite way, you kick it away, which is not good. You don't want to be trying to set the hook and you're actually taking the hook and kicking it opposite of into the roof. You're kicking it away from them. So I hope that makes a lot of sense. I hope y'all learn the knots, and if anybody didn't know them, then I'm extremely excited. I really hope that somebody was able to see and learn, because this snell knot for me has definitely made a huge difference in bass fishing. Kicking that hook up has increased big time the hookup ratios. And then that polymer knot, again, guys, one of the strongest knots, if not the strongest knot that you can tie on fishing line. It's definitely got the least amount of abrasions and stuff. You're not wrapping, you're not doing all that stuff that you have to worry about. By you pimps, keep on pimping, baby.